Good afternoon, guys. Just wanted to do another update. What I've been looking at today and what's been going on today with the Prime 4. But first, I just wanted to reply to a couple of comments that I got on the YouTube page. One was, can I photograph the distance in the back from the back of the unit to the case? So with the screen up, that's your view. You have 4 inches from the back of the Prime 4 to the case back. Or about 4.5 inches, a little bit, tiny bit less. With the screen down, you see what happens. You have about 2.5 inch clearance from the screen to the back. But there is plenty of room down there for something, but not much. The other question I had was in reference to underneath the Prime 4 and putting a microphone receiver under there, and I don't think that's going to happen. The microphone that I have, it takes up more than a rack space. I mean, you have from the front edge of the deck to the bottom, there's 2 inches in the front, but when you reach in there about 3/4 of an inch, it goes down on a 45-degree angle. So the bottom, see if I can, you see how that bottom goes down? So there's no way to put something in there unless you don't need to get to it, and you're going to put external antennas. Maybe you can fit a mic receiver down there, but you know, I don't know if you can. You could probably raise the unit up maybe a 1/2 inch to fit something. I don't know, but mine won't fit in there. It would be nice if you could, but I don't see it happening in my situation. But other than that, I've been playing with this today a little bit, getting used to the screen and you know, just running through tracks. Going over the library, making sure everything is working, and I'll let you know what I've come up with. First off, loading logos onto these centerpieces, onto the center screens on both of these. Online, in the manual, there's nothing about it. It says you can, but it doesn't tell you how to do it. But what I did find on one of the forums online is you have to create a PNG file, and then you name the file logo.png, and your size of the file needs to be 600 by 600 pixels. So I did that. Tells you to load it on a SD card, which I did. You have to enter it into your engine file, and then put it in the deck, and it's supposed to read, but it does not do it. So either I'm doing something wrong, or the instructions is not telling me something, but it will not load. So I've tried it on the SD card, I tried it on a flash drive, and I tried it on the passport, and it won't load over any of them. Now I don't know if I have to load it onto the internal drive. That's a possibility. That would mean I have to take the internal drive out again and load it directly from the computer. But that's something I can try later. I'm not going to take it apart today. Other thing was navigating. Let's see. Get out of that. Looking at your library. I'm hoping that the font size on here could be reduced so you can get more tracks up here to see what you're searching for, because at this point you could see, sort of see 7 tracks, and there's, you know, the touch screen works for the you know, for your, let's see, for your waveforms. It does that, but it doesn't do anything else. other than just tapping on what you want. So I have to look into settings to see if there's a way to change that to make it smaller. Another thing I found, when you're in this screen and say you go to source, also I plugged in, like I filled up all the USBs and they all come up on here and they read every drive, which is pretty cool. But when you're in this screen and you X out, I would think it would go back to your previous screen, your view screen. It goes back to your music. So then you got to go back to view, bring your view back up to go to where you want to go. Preferences is pretty, pretty easy to navigate. I don't see anything right now in there about the size of the font, but I'll have to look a little bit further. It says, track title, file name, format. I don't know. Anyway, then you go back here and then you can go to your utilities. And this is all your settings for talkover and limiters and stuff like that. Check for your updates, legal info. Go back here, and then you can go to your record. If you want to record, which is pretty simple, just hit start and it records. This glare is terrible with this. The glare on the camera is worse than the glare that I'm seeing, so just bear with me here. I guess if I get back further, and you can adjust the brightness on the screen too. Just this camera doesn't like bright for some reason. But loading tracks, you just bring them over, hit your 2, and the track is it's right there. That's pretty much what I got today. So I'm just doing some searching online to figure some other things out that are going on with it. Then I'll start playing with the microphones and the effects banks. I did find out there's 14 effects up in these banks. What you do is you scroll through them, you choose your effect, then you turn it on, and then the effect will work. And when you go to a next, it will turn it off. So every time you change effects, it'll shut what you turned on off, and then you have to return it on again. So yeah, that's it. That's all I got. So I'll be posting up some more stuff. If you have any other questions, let me know. And I'm just going to be fiddling around with it for the next 5 days. Get used to what's going on and see if I can get the learning curve on that screen down. So there you have it. Thanks for all the new subscribers that signed on. That's it. You guys have a great rest of your night, and we'll talk to you later.